Hi, I'm Ilchovska of Optimal Health Nutrition, and as part of this Optimal Nutrition series, I'll be talking about blood sugar imbalances. What is there to consider? So, did you know the incidence of type 2 diabetes has gone up from 108 million worldwide in the 1980s to over 450 million in 2014? Type 2 diabetes is the major cause for cardiovascular disease, amputations, and kidney failure. Scary facts, right? What we know today is that type 2 diabetes is largely a lifestyle disease caused by overconsumption of refined carbohydrates and sugar. But people that have it are not to blame. Sugar is in everything, everywhere. Manufacturers are very smart about hiding it because it's addictive, and in that way you'll keep buying their products. Did you know, for example, there is as much as 6 grams of sugar in only 1 tablespoon of ketchup? Also, they use different names for sugar, and as we speak, there are over 60 names for it. Yes, you've heard that right, that's 60. Blood sugar imbalances are not only linked to diabetes, they're in fact linked to other conditions such as depression, panic attacks, and polycystic ovarian syndrome. But in nutritional therapy, as you know, we don't treat diseases as such, we work on imbalances. So during this video, I want to explain to you what are the main imbalances when it comes to blood sugar dysregulation. One of the main imbalances is actually imbalanced meals. I know this is a bit obvious, right? But have you ever had a sugary cereal for breakfast with milk and you felt hungry by 11 o'clock? Or perhaps you had some milky tea with biscuit as a mid-afternoon pick-me-up and you couldn't wait to get home and have dinner. Well, the truth is that when you have refined carbohydrate heavy meals as the ones above, what happens is glucose is, or the sugar is quickly broken down within your bloodstream, and insulin is released from your pancreas to carry that sugar within your cells to be used as energy. Sugar is a very reactive molecule, therefore it shouldn't stay in the bloodstream for a very long time. So you are where you started, hungry and often moody or hungry after you have such types of meals. But some people eat like that all the time. Sugary cereal with milk for breakfast, then perhaps a baguette or sandwich for lunch, a few biscuits and milky cups of tea, and then perhaps some pasta or takeaway for dinner. On the contrary, when you actually consume a balanced meal, and by that I mean a meal that contains protein, some good fats, loads of fiber from things such as beans and vegetables, you are unlikely to have that steep blood sugar rise and crash. So you're very unlikely to be hungry within an hour or two unless you're running a marathon. Of course, talking about imbalanced meals, I'd like to mention fizzy drinks here. In many ways, fizzy drinks are actually worse than heavy carbohydrate meals because they are often very addictive. So they're very high in sugar, containing caffeine, so people get easily addicted to them. People would often have them on an empty stomach, meaning that blood sugar spike is going to be even higher, and marketing companies are doing all they can to persuade you to actually have some of these sugary drinks for a particular lifestyle. Even zero sugar versions of these fizzy drinks are really unhealthy because they may not contain any sugar, but they contain other harmful substances. But perhaps this is a topic for another video. Another imbalance in blood sugar dysregulation is actually eating times imbalance or eating too often. So in nutrition, we consider snacking and eating main meals as eating, and some people don't realize it, but they're eating over 10 times a day. As I already mentioned, once you eat, insulin is released within your bloodstream to shuffle back that sugar within your cells. And your pancreas may be getting too tired to release that insulin if you keep eating too often. If you really need to be eating in between meals, a good suggestion is to pick a mid-morning and mid-afternoon snack and just to stick to it. Another important thing to consider in blood sugar dysregulation is hormonal imbalances. Yes, we talk about insulin all the time, which is a hormone, but cortisol has also got a really important part to play. But isn't cortisol the stress hormone? Well, it is. And what you need to understand that physiologically speaking, our bodies are very similar to the bodies of cavemen and cavewomen. So cortisol is pumped every time we're being stressed. For example, if they're being chased by a saber-toothed tiger. Cortisol's role is to try and keep you alive. It's actually a catabolic hormone which breaks down your muscles and releases sugar from your blood cells to give you that energy to run and save your life. But these days, because of constant stress from stressful jobs, work, relationships, toxic exposure, we are constantly being chased by that tiger. Our cortisol levels are constantly high, therefore affecting our blood sugar levels. So when you actually see a registered nutritional therapist, we don't just consider what you're eating, drinking and supplementing, we will consider your whole lifestyle, including your stress levels and how they fit with your health goal. Vitamin and mineral imbalances are also important to consider when it comes to blood sugar dysregulation. People with dysregulated blood sugar are often deficient in nutrients such as magnesium, chromium, omega-3, vitamin D, and these are all things that your nutritionist will consider in the one-to-one consultation. In addition, we work with some herbs such as berberine that have been found to be as effective as oral diabetic drugs such as metformin. However, if you consider taking any supplements, you should be working with a registered nutritional therapist because there may be some interactions between the supplements you're taking and over-the-counter or prescription medications. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you found this video informative. I'm Daisy Ilchovska, registered nutritionist, founder of Optimal Health Nutrition, and I'm wishing you a happy and healthy day.